comeback momentum. On the left of your screens, you see VD Satheesan. He had earlier taken oath as the Chief Minister of the state. He has 20 other members in his cabinet, a blend of stalwarts as well as fresh faces. He's made it a point during his campaigning, talking about the Gen Z, talking about the entire focus on brain drain education as well. So this has been his focus. We've seen a Congress show of strength as well. And joining us on the broadcast is P. Sandosh Kumar, CPI Member of Parliament in the Rajya Sabha. Thank you so much for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX. Interesting developments from Kerala this morning. Of course, we've seen all senior leaders of the Congress party on the ground. VD Satheesan, of course, there were a lot of murmurs that he was not favoured by the Congress High Command, but it was the allied pressure that's really propelled him to this position. Interestingly, we also see Pinarayi Vijayan on the stage because the LDF had made it very clear that they're not going to boycott the event, unlike what the UDF had done earlier. What do you hope and what are your expectations from the UDF government? Of course, what we've seen in this election result has put the LDF on the back foot, as stated by the Secretary General as well, and there has been a lot of meetings in the background, a lot of review of what exactly has gone forward. So what are your expectations from the UDF, and how will the LDF now take this forward as a constructive opposition in the Assembly?
First of all, being a Keralite, I think this opportunity to wish them all the very best in the coming days. It's my government that way, even though we politically disagree with them, it is my state government. So my expectation is quite clear that the Left Democratic Fund government had done a lot of things, and I hope the new government, these new ministers will carry forward that path of development. And Kerala is a state which is famous for its, communal harmony, social balancing, and a very peaceful living system. I think the government will take care of these things, and they will not try to divide the society in on castes and religious terms, because Kerala is now passing through a very difficult phase. And all sects of religious and communal other outfits are in the offing or very strong in some areas. So we need to have a balance always, because it's a unique state where Muslim, Christian, Hindus are almost same. I mean, combined minority and majority are almost same. So the government should take care of all these facts. It should not try to divide the society. I hope this team of experienced people, as you mentioned, and some youngsters can do and can move forward. This is what I can tell you at this moment. I don't want to make any political comment. There are internal issues, other stories are there, and our experience with this UDF governments in the past was so embarrassing. So I don't want to remind you those all stories. I don't want to repeat all those points. UDF never performed well in the past, but I hope the reverse may happen this time. That is my sincere hope, being a Keralite.
Absolutely, sir. And one quick follow-up, because there have been reports that VD Satheesan might get the Ports Ministry, and why I'm bringing this up is because under the Pinarayi Vijayan government for the last 10 years, we've seen the Pinarayi Vijayan government work in tandem with the centre to ensure the development of the Vizhinjam International Seaport, which is India's first deep water container transshipment port, quite crucial for India's presence in international shipping, in handling large bulk of cargo. What are your hopes if if the sources are to be believed that VD Satheesan will be taking over the ports? What are your hopes of him continuing Pinarayi Vijayan's work in this front?
See, Congress or Satheesan, they cannot claim to be a holy cow in the political scenario. what Congress is doing in Karnataka, Telangana, and Himachal Pradesh, we all know. What is the nexus connection with the billionaires, and all those corporates, ill-famous and not all. Satheesan cannot claim himself as a holy cow as if he didn't know anything. The thing is that Vizhinjam, not only Vizhinjam, we have done a lot. Last 10 years can be described as one of the most important chapters in the development of Kerala's history. No one can deny that fact. Of course, we had to suffer a humiliating defeat, that I agree, but it does not mean that our performance was bad. Let's analyze election results in a different debate. But no one can escape or deviate from the development path which we had initiated. So I think this port and finance is his portfolio. Let us expect for the best. What more I can say? But one thing is quite clear. Congress has no such economic policy that is different from BJP. And in when we talk about economic policy, both these parties are alike. That is left sharp criticism. Satheesan can't do anything, deviating the Congress party's policies.
All right, sir. With that, I would like to thank you for taking out time sharing your